Dr. Deepak Chopra addresses this concept in this way. To activate healing, we must consciously put our life-affirming beliefs in action. Jodi just did it with that song by saying, I am blessed. Edward did it by declaring blessings through his affirmative prayer. Those are activating life-affirming beliefs, or at least life-affirming affirmations that can lead to thoughts that reflect our divine nature, which is that we are perfect, we are whole, we are complete, we are the oneness of God just as we are. Deepak goes on to write, when you activate any belief, whether it's life-affirming, also known as positive or negative, the cells in your body get the message immediately. Immediately. He goes on to write, the good news is that the healing system that supports your body has immense intelligence of its own. What this means is that the healing is already holistic, reaching everywhere, knowing as much as you do. Now, once you really take this in, you will sense the enormous, mostly hidden power of the mind-body connection. Our neglect and damaging habits, our bad choices and toxic emotions are anti-healing. We act oftentimes as if the body is complicated object, like the body is a complicated object that we have little control over and often no sympathy with. What he says that is required of us to experience this healing is to have a shift in beliefs that begin with a basic but profound truth. And that is, every single thing in healing begins with an intention. With just an intention. Take a moment right now and ask yourself, when was the last time you consciously intended to heal? That you intended to let go of something that is in alignment with your divine nature. That you intended to be the love of the divine. And what we're hearing by Deepak here in this moment is that by simply choosing to intend it first, that a shift has occurred. And so oftentimes we go through life thinking that an experience of life will give us a feeling and an emotion, something that's going to trigger within us the desire or the intention to have more of what that is. And what we're being told here is it's the reverse. To desire a shift or a change in our experience in life requires us to think first, to intend it, and then trust that as that happens, as that is happening, that then our experience will reflect the intention because it automatically is kicked into gear. Now we can say hello to those online now. I just got a text, we're live. Hello, live streamers. Now Deepak goes on to tell us that, okay, if we want to have a life filled with intentional healing, who doesn't? I'm assuming we all do, that it's important to follow the following guidelines, which are actually practical and workable every single day, and they're similar to the ones I mentioned earlier. The first is to be easy with yourself. He's telling us that blame and judgment never accomplish the objective or the goal, because negative motivational is incompatible with positive or life-affirming beliefs. I'm just triggered that oftentimes when I'm in class, and I've just taught a 12-class series teaching new real estate agents how to go out and be successful in the world. Do you think I brought a metaphysical twist to it maybe? But one of the things I taught them was you get up in the morning is to open your eyes, and this is important for all of us, to open your eyes and immediately say to yourself, opportunity is everywhere. Opportunity is in my life. Opportunity in this case was in my real estate career. I seize opportunity and I experience the benefits and the rewards from seizing the opportunity that's everywhere. Now, as I say that, you can feel the energy within your being shift. Would you not agree? It's the same as when Jodi was just singing and I was running around in the back and all of a sudden something said to me, take this in. I could feel the energy shift, and as I took it in, automatically I could feel my cells beginning to shift and change. That's a result of being in alignment with the divine nature that exists within us. Be easy with yourself. And how many of us get caught up in our day or our night, or even when we wake up sometimes with some form of negative motivation? Dieting, going to the DMV, having to take medicine, right? All of those situations are opportunities in life to approach it from a negative perspective or something that's not life-affirming. He goes on to say the second choice would be to be self-reliant, which begins by claiming your own life. Just think about that for a second. Claiming your own life. Now you might think, I've claimed my life. I'm in control of my life. Well, of course we know from many talks I've given, control is a delusional state of mind. However, we may not be aware that others have proprietary over our life, and this can happen by watching the news, by living from old patterns, by living in fear, by having chaos around us. What Deepak tells us here is to know that too many people give their power away by allowing others to control them or have dominion over their opinions, actions, and beliefs. This can lead to false beliefs and create low self-esteem. He goes on to tell us the next step is to embody what you admire, instead of seeking desperately for the one who will love you perfectly, approve of, or even take care of you, whether that's romantic or not. Embody what you admire, not just in others, but it has concepts or qualities in life that we have a greater desire to express and experience. One of the things I love about the Flames of Faith that we do every Sunday morning, whether it is the religion Flames of Faith or the qualities of the divine, is it reminds each of us that deep within us and inherent within us is peace, power, beauty, joy, light, life, love, and wisdom. And yes, I speak of those probably every single Sunday. But it's because I've made a spiritual practice for myself to ask myself, when I'm out of alignment in life, am I living from a place of peace, power, beauty, joy, light, life, love, and wisdom? And if not, then I slap myself back into alignment, right? Sometimes I do it kindly, sometimes I don't. But it's important for us to all know that that's a very simple practice to do a self-inventory, a check-in, to see how we are developing our mindset, our awareness, our life, in essence. He goes on to say, number 4, be the love and approval that you're seeking, and be the one who has dominion over your self-care. Your essence as a divine being is what you are seeking. It's what I just said. Your essence as a divine being, living consciously, as a peaceful being, as a powerful being, as a being of beauty and joy and light and love and wisdom, is what we're all seeking to experience. But the only way we can experience those is if we intentionally and purposefully express them. He goes on to write, when we embody what we seek, we begin to see and find it everywhere we look in life. In other words, once the intention is put out there, it begins to multiply, not just in the body. We just had a literal experience of that. When Reverend Edwards spoke of blessings, I acknowledged those blessings, and then Jodi sang about those blessings. That's the way it works in life. It's all interconnected. Deepak says a great way of living life from this perspective of purpose, of being the one that you desire to be, by embodying that which you seek in life, there's a great exercise to do that, to put it in practice. Are you guys ready for it? Yeah. He says this, or writes this, every morning when you wake up. Now play this out in your mind. See yourself waking up and imagine that you have a new friend. You're imagining your new friend? This friend loves you unconditionally. Feel that. Celebrates the all of you. Feel that. Pretty cool, right? They are loving, forgiving, and lighthearted. Imagine that part, right? And then feel the support of this new friend in your life every day as you move on and move on and move on. And now you begin to want to see that friend. So you walk into the bathroom, you look into the mirror, and right before you is your new friend. What he's telling us is to become the friend that you desire to experience in life. Now, I just had an aha. I remember that I had an experience of this at the Atlanta Church of Religious Science many years ago with Dr. Joyce. I just forgot her last name. And she was doing a workshop of basically this. And I remember her saying, if you want to have a great friendship in your life, become the great friend that you are. If you want to have a great lover in your life, become the friend. If you want to have a successful business, become the successful. What they're all telling us here is that we have to act towards ourselves the way that we want to have everything show up in our life. And then do everything that we believe they would do and avoid every single thing that they wouldn't. He goes on to write, in this way, as you choose to be your own best friend or new friend, you activate more than one positive or life-affirming belief at a time. You envision a complete shift and proceed to let that vision unfold every day, closing with an affirmation of, I activate my vision of healing every day. Repeat that with me. I activate my vision of healing every day. One more time. I activate my vision of healing every day. Now take a moment and close your eyes, please. Now visualize, envision what that healing looks like. Envision what it feels like. Envision the people that are a part of it. And envision yourself vibrant and alive and awake and alert and engaged and happy and fun and joyous and peaceful and powerful and beautiful and wise. Once again, say with me, I activate my vision of healing every day. Of every day. Now, so this morning, the title of my message is, I am forever I am. I am forever I am. I am forever I am. Now, I came up with the message because I got an email from Andy that got an email from Jodi asking me what the title of my message was today. And so I just closed my eyes and I opened my mind and out rolled, I am forever I am. Now, I don't know what was going on in my soul in that moment. Something said that's important for me to both speak about and also to connect with personally. Because, they always tell you teach what you need to learn, right? Teach what you need to know. And so I looked up into the Centers for Spiritual Living curriculum, or the theme for this month, and to see what the title of the proposed message is today. And you want to hear what it is? Yep. I am eternally young and spiritually mature. Now, do you ever think I would say that? No. Doesn't roll off my tongue. I am forever I am rolls off my tongue easily. But it's saying the same thing. I'm eternally young and spiritually mature. The individual that wrote the message for today is Dr. Sue Rubin. How many of you guys know Dr. Sue Rubin? She really wants to come back and speak. You guys want to have her come speak? Oh, I love it. Well, we'll get her here. Well, Dr. Sue just celebrated her 90th birthday. Right? How do you think she did it? Dancing the night away. That's how she did it. If you know Dr. Sue Rubin, she loves to dance. And it's not just a concept for her. It's an action. She gets up in the mornings with intention to live life being eternally young and spiritually mature. And I'm going to read to you what she had written regarding the message about today. And it aligns completely with what I'm talking about, and that is no mistake. She says, first off, she gives us a quote from the Science of Mind book, page 150. There can never come a time when we shall stop progressing. Age is an illusion, limitation is a mistake, and unhappiness is ignorance. Dr. Sue couldn't have said it better. She's probably channeling Ernie from somewhere. There can never come a time when we shall stop progressing. Age is an illusion. Limitation is a mistake. Unhappiness is ignorance. She goes on to write, we always have the choice as to whether to follow someone else's material, physical rules, be it family, societal, tribal, or archetypes. Or we can reach an interior agreement and identify with our divine nature. This essential self is what constantly holds us to infinite, finite integrity, by reminding us that there are no disclaimers or exemptions to the universal truth that life is consciousness. That life is consciousness. Life is what we make it from within and never from without. We are just as old as we think we are, no matter the number of years may be that we have lived on this planet. She goes on to write, when I get up every morning, I enthusiastically thrill to what unfolds through and by means of God as me. And if you don't like the G word, don't use it. Use something that resonates with you in regards to the infinite nature of the power that exists within you and within me. She says, when I get up every morning, we can all see her doing that, right? Little bitty 90-year-old spry, wild woman. She says, when I get up every morning, I enthusiastically thrill to what unfolds through and by means of the divine as me. My meditation and morning practice hits the high note and sets the tone for all that follows. My spiritual mind declares it, my soul authorizes it, and my body gets the message. My body gets the message. She goes on to write, I am fully and totally enlivened, and I eagerly greet the day. This is from a 90-year-old woman who dances all the time. Now, I say that from the perspective that it matters not what age any of us are sitting in the room, because we have the gift in this teaching to remind us that that which we are is ageless and it is deathless. And it expresses itself through us that is a physical form that we as humans have chosen to chronicle based on our time around the sun. What if we were to throw all of that out and not live life based on some number? Just live life simply by knowing that we are the allness and the wholeness and the completeness of the divine, and that our body responds to the intention that we give it. And that everything physical in our world, because we live in a physical world as spiritual beings, is a reflection of our constant renewal of our mind saying, I am forever that I am. That I am eternally young and spiritually mature, if that works for us. Would you say that living from that perspective would be aligning our minds with life-affirming beliefs? Of course it would be. And Deepak is telling us here, if we choose to do that, our life is going to get better. Why? It's been scientifically proven that the cells of our body immediately respond to our mindset. Our mindset, which is the sum total of what we think and believe, act upon, interact with, and react to, then seeps into our consciousness, and we experience consciousness at the physical level. So if we don't like what's showing up in the physical world, our physical affairs, whether it be our body, the body of our finances, our relationships, our life, the world, LA, West Hollywood, whatever it may be, it is a reflection of something that is taking place in mind, i.e. change your thinking, change your life. It's that simple. It's that simple. That we, each and every one of us, have the opportunity, an opportunity, when we open our eyes in the morning, which is both literal and metaphorical, to choose anew. To choose anew. But what's even better than that is that we now know that we get to reap the benefits of that if we choose in a way that reflects our divinity. And we reap the benefits of that if we choose in a way that doesn't reflect our divinity. It's all up to us. It's all up to us. You and I have before us in this very moment opportunity to seize a mindset, to seize our choices, to seize our knowledge and use it in a way that isn't ignorant. It's actually quite empowering. It's empowering personally in life. And doing that from a place of being spiritually awake and alert and alive, and using the law of life, then life itself gets better. For me, what I've learned is the way to do that is to live from a perspective of knowing that I am forever I am. I am that which I am, meaning I am the power of God fully expressed at all times, no matter what in life. And I get the great privilege of using that power by means of my thoughts and my actions and my beliefs. And so every chance I get that I remember to do so, I choose peace, power. I choose beauty. I choose joy. I choose light. I choose life. I choose wisdom. And more importantly, I choose love. Because love is the self-givenness of spirit whose desire is to create more and more and more out of itself. And personally, I want to experience that more and more and more and more. As long as it exists within me. And what we're taught in this teaching is that it never stops existing within us. So let's choose to be awake and alert to that which we choose in this moment. And just like Jodi and Edward has told us, let's choose blessings. Thank you. I'd like to welcome back by choice Jodi and Andrew. Welcome home.
My song goes perfectly for that. I love that when that happens. Thank you so much for having me. I always have a blast around here. And I'll see you around the corner. First of all, give it up for the drummer. Na 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 na. I'm standing in a pouring rain, trying to quench my thirst. Dry as a burning flame, covered up with dirt, trying to fly these broken wings. In a cloudy sky, I need an angel gypsy rider to inspire me tonight. Going back to the well, I am going back to fill my cup again. Going back, oh, back where I come from, when I'm overflowing, then I will be home. Na 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 na. Got stuck in the mud today. It was way down in the swamp. Couldn't seem to get away from a prideful funk. Angry as an alligator, stubborn as a mama goat. Didn't realize till later I was down a dead end road. I'm going back back to the well. I am going back to fill my cup again. Going back, oh, back where I come from. When I'm overflowing, yeah, then I will be home. When the flame goes out of your heart and soul, then it's time to give up complete control and go back. Na 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 na. Oh, oh, oh. Na 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 na. So don't you let that avalanche, oh, bury you alive. Crawl out from beneath the chill that covers you with ice. Come the next outfall of snow or the pouring rain, you'll see the sun is shining like a long-lost friend. I'm going back to the well. I am going back to fill my cup again. Going back, oh, back where I come from. When I'm overflowing, then I will be home. I said, when I'm overflowing, then I will be home, yeah. Na 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 na. Oh, oh. Na 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 na.
Jodi Siegel and Anne Belling. Yes. So now it's time in our Sunday celebration service for each of us to contribute of our financial good to our beloved community known as CSL LA. The options that you have to do that is through an endowment or Sunday giving, your will, and or cash, check, charge, are your options. And so if you're choosing to give with one of the ushers today, we gladly welcome cash and or check. You can also see Reverend Edward in the back or whoever's at the hospitality table, and they can take credit cards, and or you can do it through our app in the App Store or on our website, csl-la.org. My mic keeps going out. CSL-LA. I'll try to stand still. That made Lenore laugh. Right. CSL-LA.org and click on Donate. So take that which you're giving today and place it close to your heart if you feel comfortable to do that. I'm putting my phone there because I gave through the app this morning. And close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. And just begin to see with intention that which you're giving as multiplying itself. Feel the intention in which you're giving today. And please repeat after me. Conscious giving heals.
Conscious giving heals.
It reveals, by means of me, an awakened being who knows that they are abundant by nature. Therefore, I, this conscious being, gives with love, and knows that it knows, that it returns to me, absolutely and unconditionally multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
'Tis the gift to be simple, 'tis the gift to be free, 'tis the gift to come down where we ought to be, And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to bend, we can't be ashamed to turn. Turn will be our delight, till by turning, we come round right. Shan't.
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 We shan't, Andrew. We shan't. But if we shan't, what's the opposite of shan't? Shall. Shall. We shall then. Well, I shall give the announcements and the thank you. And you shan't leave. Okay? Did I use it correctly? Cool. Cool. All right, so a huge thank you to each of you for being here today. And also a big thank you to Reverend Edward Brown as being our practitioner du jour. Maureen Bartley as our illuminator of the world. I want to take a moment and acknowledge, one just left the room, but please take a moment and acknowledge him when you see him, both Jesus Ernesto Reis and Bob Zwolinski. I was thinking this morning as we were standing in a circle doing our prayer before all of you come in, affirmative prayer, just the dedication and commitment by these two gentlemen. They've been doing this for year after year after year. I don't know how many years, Bob? 25 years, right? And we were all laughing this morning as in our circle about how we all do this for the money. We don't do it for the money, we do it because we love to be in service, right? And so that's two examples of individuals who give and be in service to not only life but this community. And there are many others of you, but I just want to acknowledge those two gentlemen today. Also, a big thank you to Erwin and Rolando. You'll see them out there who set up the building and put the signs up and the chairs up and the coffee. We do have decaf for those, as I stated earlier. Just a big thank you for that. A big thank you to our musicians today, Andy Belling and Jodi Siegel. Thank you. I believe if you want to know more about Jodi's music, they can follow you on your Facebook page and probably jodisiegel.com. Or you can just come over and have an old school conversation. Imagine that, right? Our board member on duty today is Connie Schneider. She will be available for you if you have any constructive criticism or just celebrate and acknowledge the great work that our board is doing. We do have a board meeting after the service today. Some announcements. Our Wednesday morning meditation continues. Please feel free to avail yourself of that. You can find that information on our weekly e-newsletter. If you don't receive that, you can sign up in the back. And if you do receive it, please make sure to read it and look at it. So that's Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. to 8:30. It's usually 25 minutes, maybe 30. It's a fantastic way to start your day. You can also, we have links to those on our YouTube channel that you can just listen to at various different times. A reminder that we have the Spirit of Dance class on Friday mornings at 11:30. I'm back and strong, and it was fantastic this past Friday. Wasn't it, Cynthia? Yep. Fantastic. So if you're available at 11:30 on a Friday morning, or if you can redo your schedule to be there, come join us with Walter Painter. It's a lot of fun. Also, you can go on social media, the Center for Spiritual Living Los Angeles page. I know we've got more than one page. We're getting that organized to find our recent promo video. If you'd like to publish that through your different social media pages and spreading that to everyone you know. New class. There's a new class beginning on May 9th. It's a 4-week class. The title is Prayer. How, why, what? The concept behind it, and I'll be teaching, is to create a shift in your life. In this 4-week class, we'll take a look at how to speak spiritual truth in a way that has an impact on your mindset. In other words, what I spoke about this morning. This will help educate you on how to do that and tools on how to do that. Will teach you, or you'll learn how to consciously use the spiritual laws of life to your benefit, ultimately creating a shift in your life. Also want you to watch for updates on an event that we're doing with Congregation Kolami. I had a meeting with the rabbi this week. Lots of great things that we're looking to do from an interfaith perspective with them. The first one is on June 5th here in the building. It's a charity event. It's people, we're going to give you the opportunity to make donations of goods. We're going to be packing kits to go to children in need in Syria, which would probably be most children in Syria. It's going to be a fun evening. We'll have pizza and salad and food. Great community, getting to know people from Congregation Kolami. Just watch for that. More information to follow. You'll also see in the next week or so in an email stuff that we're looking to not only have you donate, but also links to Amazon pages and various other places where there's a wish list from this local charity that does work. It's a young husband and wife team out of UCLA that does work in taking big shipping containers to Syria for those in need. Also, our board members are also looking to but we're going to have what used to be called the LACRS picnic. We're going to do another one soon, so think about that. We'll let you know some dates soon on that, as well as sometime in June, we will finally have our annual membership meeting. That's it. Hear, hear. Any questions? Any comments? Everybody good? Yes. All right, cool. Let's close with a spiritual mind treatment. So we take a deep breath in together. Exhale. We just allow ourselves to settle into the rhythm of life itself. Letting go of any preconceived ideas or notions or beliefs. Seeing and feeling the force of life within us that is not measured by a calendar. Just feeling that energy. And then choosing an intention to use that energy in our physical being in a new way today. And we see that moving and activating every cell in our being, in our body, and radiating beyond the skin, creating a force field around us, beyond us. And that force field not only blesses and touches everything that it encounters, but it attracts back into our field of experience that which we express and exert. This activity is a conscious, purposeful, intentional activity to live as the one. We know with every fiber of our being that we are the one fully expressed already. And yet as of today, we are reminded that as we add to that our purpose, our beliefs, our intentions, and our actions and our reactions, that life as we know it gets exponentially better. And healing is what transpires. And so we celebrate the opportunity with every breath, with every thought, with every engagement in life, to express that which we innately are. And so we live as beings that are peaceful, powerful, beautiful, light-infused, love-expressed, life beings that are wise. This is who we are. We don't take it for granted. We don't just let it be. We consciously use this power. And the benefits are immeasurable. This is how it unfolds, and we let it be by saying together, and so it is. Thank you. There's coffee and flower products and tea out there for you. Have a great Sunday. Thanks for being here. Andy, take us out.